Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Mami. Direct. Direct. Do you hear sound? Yeah, the earphone doesn't work. That's why it caused a problem yesterday. Oh, no sound yet? Hello? No sound? How come I don't hear it in my earphone? Pwede tayo ng earphone. Or something's wrong with my earphone. Yeah, it's plugged in. Is there another one? Kaya nga. Okay. Hello? Meron bang kwan dito? I don't hear it earphone. Hello? Hello? Another earphone, mommy. Hello? Hello? Oh, yeah, narinig mo na ako? What is this? Hello? Wala rin. Okay. Request lang po. Ayoko na mangyari yung katulad ng kapon. So what I'll do is, I'll put a StreamYard just in case mawala ng sound. Umakit kayo, panandalian lang. Okay? Panandalian lang para malaman kung walang sound. Isang oras pala ako nasasalita, wala palang sound. Nakakaya. Ganun, hindi ka techie ang tatay nyo. Okay, so ilalagay ko doon ang StreamYard. Pag maski yung pumasok lang kayo sa StreamYard para makita ko kung talagang walang audio. So, yan ang gusto kong kwan. So 6:30 po ang scheduled time. So, sino ba sino? Oh, yan nga. Okay. So, um, pag may bagong comments ka, magbasa muna tayo ng news. Kita nyo, nauna kayo sa balita dun sa United Arab Emirates. Ang ang latest na balita kay President Marcos, yung tungkol sa mga seafarers, no? Hi, Gene Jaggers. Okay. The Manila President Marcos has assured Filipino seafarers of his uh, administration full support for their continuous training and development on the eve of the day of the eve of the day of their celebrated every June 25. Marcos acknowledged the Philippines' significant contribution to the local and government economies. Ang industriyang ito ay kailangan suportahan upang mapanatili ang kalidad ng pagkilala sa buong mundo. Training, certification at ibang compliances at walang duda sa kakayahan ng ating mga seafarers, sabi niya. I believe in our seafarers' competence as they comply with the training, certification, and other requirements they have to meet. Kasi muntik nang ma-decertify ang mga seafarers. Mga 50,000 ang hindi na marirenew ang kanilang license. Kaso, naremedyohan ng magaling nating presidente yon. Sabi niya, suportahan natin ang mga sea-based OFW na tinatag ang bagong Pilipino makikipagsabayan sa pagdaigdigang entablado. Saludo po ang ating mga seafarer. Let us support our so-called seafarers, sabi na. We overseas Filipinos workers, the modern Filipino can compete in the international stage. Salute to our seafarers. Marcos added for the 2023 International Marine Organization campaign focus. nga ba? Itong importante. Ang dami palang marinuot natin, no? 489,852 Filipino seafarers were deployed in 2022, contributing around 25% of the world's mariners. Ang laki, 25. Magkano kaya kinontribute sa ating ekonomiya? The seafarers emitted a total of 654 6 billion and 54 billion in 2022, in 2021, in 2020 it was only 6 billion 353. Kung i-multiply mo lang yan sa 50, magiging 300 billion. Ang laki. Ang laki pala ang contribution ng mga marino sa ekonomiya ng bansa. Ngayon ko lang nalaman yan na ganun kadami, ganun ka-valuable ang mga marino natin, mga overseas seafarers, na ganyan kalaki pala ang ikinocontribute sa ating bansa. Kaya tinututukan ng presidente ang kapakanan ng mga marino. Ganun, 300 billion? Ang laki. At saka, ito, in March, the European Commission dropped the impending ban. So, ibawan pala ng EU ang mga ating mga marino that would have affected 50,000. Ang laki. Ang laki na mawalang mga seafarers natin. Kundi ginawa ng solusyon ng ating Pangulo. So, magandang balita ito. So, After the Philippine government, PBBM, addressed the concerns raised by European Maritime Safety Agency to on the quality of the training of Filipino seafarers. Okay, yun ang recent na balita kahapon. Kahapon. So, magtalakayan na ulit tayo. Before talakayin ko yung ang thumbnail ko po ay simple lang. Ang thumbnail ko po ay PBBM should not request the US to help us in times of crisis. Any problem is ours alone. So, hindi dapat humingi ng tulong si PBBM sa United States kasi kung anumang crisis, problema lang natin yun. So, hindi dapat tumulong ang US. Yung ba gusto natin mangyari? So, kung nagkagera man, dahil sa pananakop ng mga Chinese, hindi tayo dapat humingi ng tulong sa US. Kung sinangguban ang ating teritoryo, tayo lang dapat lumaban sa US. Hindi tayo dapat mag-request ng tulong sa States. Kasi, hindi yan problema ng States eh. Di ba? Oh. So, ganun ba ang sasabihin natin kay PBBM? No, wag kang lalapit dyan. Tuta ka ng kano pag lumapit ka dyan. Magte-take advantage ang mga kano pag nag-request ka sa kanila. Nagsinusungga ba na ang ating teritoryo? Kailangan lumaban tayo. Kung sakaling laban tayo, at hindi na tayo tumulong, hindi tayo nag-request ng tulong sa States, palagay mo kaya ay mananalo tayo? Hindi. Hindi bali po yung porque problema ng States. Hindi na natin tutulungan kasi problema ng States. Ganon din. Conversely, pag may problema tayo, halimbawa bagyo, huwag tayong magre-request ng tulong sa United States kasi problema natin yan. Huwag tayong magre-request. Kaya natin yan. Kaya natin labanan ng mga Chinese. Kahit nga buhay may buhay na endangered yung Afghans. Problema ng Amerika yun eh. Bakit natin tutulungan? Kahit nais nating magsalba ng bahay kasi ni-request ang US. Kaya hindi natin tutulungan. Problema nila yan. So, kung tayo nagka-problema, hindi rin tayo magre-request sa States ng tulong. Diba? Fair is fair. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-request ng States ng something a favor, papayag ka na? Hindi. Kung makakasama-sama ating bayan eh. I-explain mo doon sa US na hindi namin pwedeng grant yung request kasi makakasama sa aming bayan. Pero, Ewan ko lang. So, babalik tayo sa hindi po natalakay for 1 hour. Some hard questions. O yan, mababasa nyo. Some hard questions every Filipino should answer honestly if he or she loves the country. Kung mahal mo ang Pilipinas, dapat tagutin mo ng maayos at makatotoo yung mga tanong na ito. Mahal mo ba? Unang tanong, is protecting our territorial integrity important? Important? Importante bang ang mga teritoryo natin ay mapangalagaan na hindi masakop? Importante ba sa inyo? Importante ba sa inyo mga kaibigan? Ewan ko lang. Hindi. Wala kaming pakialam kung makuha ng China yung mga sa West Philippine Sea. Diba? Ganyan ba ang mindset nyo? Si Presidente Marcos, nung kampanya, at saka maski nung after the campaign, sabi niya, not an inch will be cede to any foreign country. Ni isang katiting. Hindi niya pababayang masakop. Paano niya ikikip yung promise na yun?
Is the computer on your lap?
Yeah.
Keeps moving.
Yeah. Okay. It was being pinagagalitan akong director ko. Wala tayong pag-iala. Maski, hindi na tayo tutulong, mag-aasang tulong sa States. Kasi, problema natin ang West Philippine Sea. Maski makuha na, hindi na natin, hayaan mo na maglaban tayo sa China. Malakas na tayo, kaya na nating talunin ng China sa gera. Ganyan ba ang mindset natin? Kung ang tanong, are we strong enough to defend our territory? Ba? Yun sila, yung mga anti-Americans, they think, are they arguing that we are strong enough to defend our country? Kaya natin yung mga Chinese? Si Senaimi nga during one of the hearings, bulok daw ang kagamitan natin. Yung bulok na armas natin, ipanlalaban sa modern na armas ng China. Naman. So far, but are we strong enough to defend our territory? I don't think. Honestly, are we strong enough? Come on, you answer this. These are hard questions that you should answer. You should be able to answer. Are we strong enough? Do we love our country? Do we want to keep our basic territory? Should China decide to grab one of our territories, can we fight back, leading to a war with China? Siyempre, if we fight back, it is for certain that we are going to lose. And China has a history of invading weaker countries to grab territories. It happened in 1962 in the war with India. I gave you that information. It happened in 1950s when China grabbed Tibet and surrounding islands.
Occasionally glance at the current comments.
Yeah, but as far okay, so you glance at the comment. So far, so far, so far, I'm going to discuss it. Come, basta, uh, basta kwan. If there is a problem with the audio, mag-enter lang kayo dito sa SIM-yard. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll start at the bottom. Okay. Sabi niya ito, sabi ni General Opinions. Okay. I stopped at the bottom. But there are many things I would like to discuss. Maybe. I would like to thank Red One and Trexie. At least when they make a counter argument, they put up a source. Hindi lang yung gawa-gawa nila. Of course, it's up to me to debunk their source. Like I debunked SMNI and Saso. Okay, thank you. Hindi katulad ng iba dyan. Basahin niyo yung comments po ng isang member. Inatake niya yung aking puntahan niyo sandali. Inatake niya ako ng ang pagkatao ko. Pwede bang pumunta ako noon para discussan yun yung sandali niyo? Babalik ako dyan sa latest. Some comments I would like you to read. Ako di ako nagtatago. Ako, pag nagkamali ako, inaamin ko, di ba? Okay. Boss mine, 2 days ago, masasabi ko lang natuta ka talaga ng yung si Romualdez. Just because he is doing his job as an ambassador, tuta na siya ng Amerika. Hindi ba ang job ng ambassador ay to keep the good relationship between the host country and the country of the origin. If you're not going to do it, then you're not a good ambassador, Boss Mike. That's because he's Sir Maldes. Tuta na siya. Sabi niya, huwag mong kumbisihin ng manonood mo porque hindi pabor sa'yo. Sinasabi mo ng fake news. Nung sinabi kong fake news ang, di bang sinabi ng SMNI, di ba I was bumuno? Sabi niya, kasi hindi ako pabor, I always welcome a class of opinions here. Hindi ko sinasabing fake news si Sexy Villa. Hindi ko sinasabing fake news si Redvan. In fact, I appreciate whenever Redvan presents an evidence of his sources. It's up to me to debunk some of the contents of the source. Ito, Boss Mike. Nung sinabi, nung sinabi na ng SMNI na magre-relocate, pinadefine ko ang relocate kay Bats. Sabi doon, pag magre-relocate ka, ibig sabihin, papalit ka na ng domicile mo. Yung pa na babay ang titirahan mo. The purposely cut it short na hindi yung sinabi ng temporarily. Hindi ba misinformation yun, Boss Mike? Hindi ba kasinungalingan yun? Nagsabi ba ako na hindi totoo? Highlight ka dito, Boss Mike. Ibig sabihin, I respect your opinion. That I am debunking you now. Mm-hmm. Nung temporary lang po yung stay nila. Walang matitirang Afghans po rito. Unless nagkasawa ng TP, perhaps. Nung sinabi niyang ni SAS na 2 weeks of processing of papers, hindi ba kasi nungalingan yun? Boss Mike? Bakit? They are given up to 59 days and probably may extension of about 1 month. Basta. Hindi 2 weeks. Hindi ba kasi nungalingan yun? Boss Mike? Need I say more? Marami pa. Doon sa pagdibang ko. Marami pa. Sasabihin mong, porke hindi ako pabor sa kanilang opinion, sasabihin mo ng fake news. Sinabi ko ba yan kay Red One? Sinabi ko ba yan kay Trexie? Na fake news sila? Yung source ni Trexie ang fake news. Pero siya, not once na naging fake news si Trexie. Not once na naging fake news si Red One. Fair. Fair sila. Two days ago, bakit umabot ka sa punto na pinagkumpara mo ang pulisya ni Duterte kay Marcos? Siyempre, paano mo di ko kumpara? Nagsalita si PRRD kontra sa request. Kontra sa proposal
na pinag-aaralan ni Marcos, paano mo di-discuss kung di mo ikukumpara? Kulang ba ako ng talino para hindi ko ikumpara? Postman? Kayo, basta ko na lang tatanggapin without comparison? Katangahan na lang yun katangahan ko na lang yun kung di ko ikukumpara. Di naman ako tanga eh. Boss Mike. Masyado ka naman atabilib-bilib sa sarili mo, tatay. Huwag mong ipilit na makapareha dahil iba ang panahon nun ng iba. Di ba parehas din na kailangan isa ba ang buhay? Bilib ako sa sarili ko. Di ba? Pag nagkakamali ako, inaamin ko. Tulad ng pagkakamali ko sa usapan namin ni Alexis Roses na tama siya sa visa. Yan ba ang bilib na bilib sa sarili? Boss Mike. Ang sakit mo magsalita. Ang sagot ko. Ang sagot ko, Mike, Boss Mike, huwag naman ganyan. Inatake mo na ang pagkatao ko. Ginagalang pa naman kita. Umakat ka na lang dito sa LS ko para magka-diskusyon. Diba? O, si Shadow, na iba kami ng pananaw. Diba? Pinaakyat ko siya. Ilang mga 45 minutes siyang nagsalita without interruption. Any one of you can enter. Can enter the LS. To discuss it properly. I'll give you the floor. But later on, I want an answer, brief answer sa mga questions ko. Yun lang. You can talk for a length of time, siguro mga 45 minutes. If you want to talk as much as 45 minutes, wag lang ulit-ulit ang arguments mo. Yeah, the StreamYard is there. But don't attack me personally. Pagkatao ko. Diba? But, ilang beses ko na I uploaded kung mas tama sila sa akin. Yung mabibig sa sarili, I'm just a realist. Diba? Ang basic na premise ko sa channel na ito, don't throw insults to other viewers or the host just because you don't agree with their opinions. This channel is encouraging civil and intelligent discussions of opinions, which often leads to clash of opinions. Oh, nagagalit ba ako? Saan ka nakakita ng channel na ganyan? Na halos lahat ng comments ay binabasa, pero lang kung pinagbabawalan na ako ng aking director. Okay, suggested from the bottom po. Okay. Pwede naman, man-check sa neighboring countries niya ang lahat ng Pilipinas. Kung sagot ng parang US, bakit dito sa atin kung lahat ng resources ay nasa kanila? Unang-una, it's time for you to hear the location po. Basic lang. It's a request. That one, we should stick to the premise na 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 yung request. Wait. So you'll notice that here 23 minutes. Uh, uninterrupted kasi, kasi baktisan nyo na, magkokomentaryo tayo mamaya. This is from ANC. No copyright infringement is intended. This is only for political reaction. The resource person is a person from Lasal. Bugad po yan ng anti-Americans.
ng mga Pilipino sa United Arab Emirates sa Middle East. Ano ha? Ang binigyan ng pardon ng Emirates State ng kailang bansa. At dahil yan, isa ho yan sa pinasalamatan mismo ni Pangulong Marcos ng kanyang makausap itong President Sir Mohammed bin Zayed. Yung presidente ng United States ng United Emirates, yung UAE, yung UAE president. Yun po yung magandang pagkakataon. Pinasalamatan niya dahil nga nabigyan ng pardon yung ating kababayan. Ang gandang balita po doon. Maliban doon, nagpasalamat din si Pangulong Marcos dun sa donasyon. Unang-unang donasyon na tinanggap ng Pilipinas mula sa labas ng bansa ay galing sa UAE. Ito po ay para dun sa mga biktima ng Mount Mayon eruption dyan sa Albay. Di ba? So, dalawa. Okay? Arab country, dalawa kaagad ang nagawang tulong sa ilalim ng Marcos administration. Kaya ko sinabi na ito yung bunga ng independent foreign policy dahil hindi inaaway ng ating Pangulo at sa halip kinakaibigan ang mga iba-ibang bansa na kung ano ang ating kailangan ay pwedeng ipagkaloob. Yun yung pagtulong sa biktima ng Mayon tapos minaisalbang buhay sa nakababayan natin. Ang laking bagay po niyan. Kayo, ano po inyong masasabi dyan? Di ba positibo yan? Okay.
Okay. That's part of the news. Share.
Meron pong tatlo na mga convicted na mga Pilipino sa... Given na meron po tayong history of accepting, mga ibang lahi na maaaring sila po ay naging subject ng paggigipit, di ba? Or panganib sa kanilang sariling bansa, hindi na ho siguro kakaiba sa atin na tumanggap muli ng iba pang nationals, katulad po ng mga Afghans, nabigyan muna sila ng temporary safe haven dito sa bansa natin.
Tama ho kayo dyan. Lalo na ho na nangyari nung bago ho nung Second World War na pinayagan ho ni President Quezon ng Commonwealth at suportado ni Commissioner Macnato yung entry ng more than 1,000 Jewish families na nanirahan ho dito. Malapit ho sa De La Salle University.
Yes.
Diyan lang ho sa kanto ng Quirino at Buendia Avenue. Sa harap po ng Women's. Nandiyan ho sila. At ginawa ulit natin ho yan nung after ng Second World War, yung mga Jews naman ho nung maalis ng Shanghai. Nagiging communist ho ang China, tumira ho sila dyan sa bandang Leyte. kung saan ho lumanding si MacArthur. At natatandaan ko pa ho, nung ako'y nagsimula hong magtrabaho ng 1980s ho, na meron daw tayong 2 processing centers ho. Sa Palawan ho at saka sa Bataan sa mga Vietnamese refugees, yung mga boat people na tinatawag. Ewan ko, Tony, kung natatandaan mo pa yun, siguro nasa college tayo, nung nagdagsa yung mga boat people na pinaalis ho nung communist government ng Vietnam mo noon.
May mga nakatrabaho actually ako nung panahon na yun, mga 1980s, Prof.
At saka madami ho kong na-meet na mga Vietnamese ho sa Amerika, Vietnamese Americans na ho sila, na very grateful pa ho sa Pilipinas. Dahil pinayagan ho natin sila na ma-process dito ho noong mga 1980s.
So is that really going to be, sabihin na nating a role, or historically nagawa na natin, but the role that the Philippines siguro will still have to play, lalo na dahil sa maraming mga bansa na nakasalamuha ng Amerika na kalaunan ay baka kailangan nilang tulungan, tayo ang para magiging, how do you say it, intermediary.
Tsaka hindi nyo natatandaan, nung panahon ni President Duterte ho, yung mga Rohingyas ho, in-offer ni President Duterte doon sa isang ASEAN summit meeting na open tayo tumanggap ng mga Rohingyans no, na pinapersecute ng Myanmar government. So hindi ho naiba itong request na ito, natatandaan ho natin, nung panahon lang ho ni President Duterte. Although I doubted kung may dumating Rohingya ho dito sa Pilipinas, but they made that offer, that gesture, in line ho of that tradition that is still, of course, supposed to be valued by the Philippines, that we provide comfort for refugees or asylum seekers.
Professor De Castro, good morning po. Carmina Constantino po.
Carmina, kamusta na?
Mabuti po. I guess ang nagiging concern din dito no ni Senator Amy Marcos ay merong request na galing po sa Estados Unidos no through the President of the United States, si Joe Biden. Yung mga binanggit niyo po na ibang mga okasyon throughout our history na naging host po tayo dito sa mga refugees, ito ho ba ay nagmula din sa isang request o ito ho ba ay nagmula sa atin mismong initiative na i-welcome po sila, buksan po ang ating mga pintuan para sa mga refugees na ito?
Nung natatandaan ko yung sa Commonwealth ho, walang alam ho actually yung US government. It was an initiative of the High Commissioner of the United States at that time, si Commissioner McNabb, tapos si General Douglas MacArthur, and some Jewish businessmen. And of course, the good office ho ni President Quezon. I still remember ho yan kasi about 5 or 10 years ago, yung family ho, nung mga descendants ho ng mga Hudyo na nagstay dito, nagkaroon ho ng reunion sa De La Salle University. In fact, there was even a documentary that was shown. I think doon sa panahon ho nung sa Jews, nung mga after ng bumagsak, it was the initiative of President Quirino. Tapos yung boat people, of course, it was requested by the United Nations, and of course, it was graciously accepted by the late President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Kasi nung panahon na ho yun, natatandaan ko pa, nakikita ko yung mga pictures ng mga boat people, tinataboy ho sa Malaysia. At Indonesia. So we have, I think this is also it is. So this is, again, this is a diplomatic.
Bakit hindi sa neighboring countries sinasabi ni Senami? Kasi may history na tinataboy yung mga refugees ng Indonesia, Malaysia, siguro pati Thailand. They are not reliable refugee host. Besides, mapapasin nyo na the Philippines, because it is an archipelago, maraming island, it's the ideal location. Hindi pwede sa Guam. Kasi maliit lang po yung Guam eh. Okay? Tutulog tayo. Track sheet, ito na lang, Sam. I-grant natin, i-disapprove natin yung request. Kasi problema ng states yan. Paano pong ginera tayo ng China? Kinuha yung ating teritoryo. Hindi na tayo rin,
hingi ng tulong sa States kasi problema lang natin yan? Sagutin nyo yun. That one. In your comments. Hindi tayo pwedeng humingi sa US. Pagkisagot, ma'am, gusto mo bang makuhanan tayo ng teritoryo? Kung kinuha ulit ng malaking teritoryo natin, lalaban tayo sa China? Hindi tayo hihingi ng tulong din sa state? Sagutin nyo. Diyan sa ibaba after this comment. Para hindi magtagal ang diskusyon. Sagutin nyo. Cutie Connie, sagutin mo. Anong gagawin mo? Kung ginigerahan tayo yung China, pakisagot nga. Simpleng tanong lang. Sexy, red one. Cutie Connie, sagutin nyo yan. Yeah.
Request by a country that we consider as a treaty ally.
Treaty ally, kaya
So,
tayo
what's the big deal
pinuntahan.
from the perspective of the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee?
The transparency seems to be a major concern here, Professor De Castro.
I think, of course, sa level pa rin ng diplomatic, meron diyang element ng diplomatic prerogative.
Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung kay President Duterte. Theoretical eh. Kasi kinaibigan niya eh. Pero nangaharas pa rin. Pero, ito. Theoretical. Kung sakaling nag-grab, ito, wala nang ifs or buts. Kung nag-grab ang China, anong gagawin natin? Huwag mo yung kumayo. Huwag mo nang iungkat yung pas kasi hindi nangyari. Ito posibleng mangyari. Kasi noon, time ni Noynoy, nangyari. So, pwede bang mangyari ulit? May history na ang China. Anong gagawin mo? Anong gagawin mo, Red One? Kung sinakop ang buong West Philippine Sea, hindi lang yon sa Palawan. Kung ikaw ang presidente, sagutin mo. Anong gagawin mo? Lalabanan mo ang China? Ay, flexibility. Simple lang ang tanong ko. Sinong malakas na bansa ang tutulong sa atin? Australia? Sabi ka kung sino, sa kanino tayo hingi ng tulong. Sabi niya, kung ako ang bansa na hinga mo ng tulong, bakit ko tutulungan ka? Unreliable ally ka. Sino sa palagay mo? Russia? Russia kakampi ng China? Palagay mo, kakampihan pa ng Russia ang Pilipinas? Hindi natin kaalyado yan? Diba kaalyado ng China ang Russia? Parehong komunista? Walang tutulong. Be realistic. Only United States has the capacity to fight China. Nagsisinungaling kayo sa inyong sarili, palagay ko. Yes. Tanging US lang. I'll be frank with you.
Alisin mo nga yung kunot na mo.
Oh. I'll be frank with you. US lang. Sige. Sige. Sino pa? Britain? Ang layo-layo ng Britain? Ni hindi matsikaso? Hindi lang dati. Sino nga? Magsabay ka ng alay. Sabi mo, hindi lang. Sino nga sa mga allies natin ang tutulong? Kung alam nila, ang Pilipinas ay hindi reliable ally. Kung reliable na ally na US, ay hindi nila sinuportahan. Bakit nila susuportahan ang unreliable ally? Ikaw naman, sino? Pag samasamahin mo pa ASEAN, kaya ba ng labanan ASEAN ang China? Russia nga eh. Russia is an ally of China. O sa aliliit lang ng China? Aliliit ng Australia? Do you think Australia, in terms of they would like to defend themselves? Ilan ba population ng Australia? Oh, Russia, Japan? Japan is na militaristic. Alam mo ba ang Japan has already denounced war as denounced war in its constitution. Yang ginawa ni Douglas MacArthur, that they renounce war except for defense. Tutulong sila. Hindi. Of course not. Kung impossible naman yung healing ng states, dapat tayo hindi pumayag kasi we can justify yung pagtanggi natin. Kaya sabi nga, kaya mautag si Presidente. Kaya mautag. We'll look into this, sabi niya. There are security concerns. There are security concerns which we have to study. Sasabihin niya. Tignan mo, tama na naman si Yatori. Dapat tutulong sa atin. Sagutin mo yan. Wag muna kayong kan kasi may mga important topics doon sa paninig sa inyo. Kaya just following my direct orders. Actually, gusto ko pakinggan nyo.
Pinag-uusapan pa rin niya kasi hindi pa naman nagbibigay ng posisyon ang Philippine government. It's being studied by the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Naaraw pa lang.
And of course, eventually,
hindi pa sarado. Wala pa talagang nangyayari. So what is there to tell the public? Ganun ho ba?
yes, hindi pa ho natin alam kung, of course, ang tingin rin ho natin dyan, we also have to look at it from our interests. No, will it serve our interest in terms of, for example, na natatandaan ko yung boat people, nung mabiyapis, ang daming Pilipino ho na nakinabang. Madaming nagtrabaho doon sa processing center, nagtuturo ng English, nagtuturo ng madami ho kung kakilala ko na nagtrabaho ho doon, nagkaroon ng employment.
Di ba yan ang sinabi ko na? Economic wise, lang tayo. Yung pagtuturo, hindi lang para bata, yung mga Afghans tuturuan ng English, pero palagi ko kasi US employees sila, natuto na sila ng English. Oh, but magkakaroon ng economic benefits. Di ba, takal ko ang sinasabi niyo? You have to hear it from somebody else.
There was business that boomed around that community sa Palawan ho and of course sa Bataan. So we also have to look at it from our national interests.
Oh.
What do we get in return? I think that's also another factor that we have to consider. Yeah, we are open to those strategies, but we also have to see to it whether it serves our interests.
So the problem kasi now is yung stigma attached to being an Afghan national, Prof. Kasi yung pinanggalingan nilang bansa, laging ang imahe po sa ibang tao ay kuta ng mga terorista, ng mga Islamic militants. So laging nailalagay sa isang kategorya lamang. Kung sino man na nanggaling sa Afghanistan, yun kagad ang nagiging profile sa kanya.
Unang-una ho, yung, kung titignan ho natin yung nangyari, the Taliban itself is not a terrorist organization. It was an insurgent. So, ilayo ho natin yung isang terrorist ho dun, yung Al-Qaeda that used, of course, Afghanistan as a base of operation. But the Taliban itself has basically, has been recognized more of an insurgent rather than a terrorist organization. Of course, there are elements there that are involved in terrorism, but the Taliban regime or government has basically denounced terrorism. So, ayun nga yung in-erase ni yung dalawang clear-headed senators natin. And we have to give...
Redwan, sino ang allies natin, naka-treaty natin? Pwede mo bang sabihin sa akin? Kung may treaty, pakatulungan tayo, pero malayo pa rin. Mas mahihina sila bansa. Sino ang ka-treaty po natin? Nakaalyado natin. Kung tutulong sa gera, alam mo ba? Kung tutulong sa gera ang isang bansa, maraming kusus-bulungus yan. Politika yan. Oh. Kasi current comment. Politika yan eh. Sinong kaya din natin na may treaty tayo? Sabihin mo nga sa akin. Kung may treaty tayong kaaliado, baka tumulong sila. Yung nagkagera nga ang Ukraine at Russia, hindi nagpadala ng sundalo ang US kasi malayo. At saka hindi kaalyado ng US ang Ukraine. Ang Britain din, hindi kaalyado ang Ukraine. Kaya hindi napadala. Tulong lang yung sa kagamitan. Ano ba naman? Wag muna kayong mapupos. I want to finish this. Kasi katulad kahapon kasi sabay-sabay nyo na yung post nyo pagkatapos ng take. Babasahin ko naman eh.
Credit them. Senator Tolentino and Senator Gatchalian, who said that, this might be very discriminatory on our part. We're jumping the gun on simply accusing everyone that came from Afghanistan as a terrorist.
Kasi kumisan ganun mag-isip din ng mga, karaniwang tao, no, Prof? I'm not saying na ito yung pag-iisip ng ating mga opisyal o ng ating mga senador, Pero yung karaniwang tao na kaagad galing Afghanistan yan? Delikado yan. Baka yan ay mga kasapi ng mga gantong grupo na isisingit nila yung sarili nila, kunwari refugee, tapos dito sila mga hasik ng kaguluhan. Ganun ang pag-iisip
Oo, pero una may vetting process yung yung US government. At siguro maganda rin ilagay sila sa areas katulad doon sa nilagay natin yung mga Vietnamese nung panahon ng 1970s, Palawan and of course Bataan. Areas that are relatively away from urban centers, so they could be effectively processed.
Ano sa tingin nyo, Professor, ang nakikita ninyong magiging negative impact nito? Kung meron man, magkakaroon ba ng halimbawa pag-iisip ang kalaban halimbawa nitong mga
Ang ganda ng argument mo, Trixie. Din ako. May treaty na tayo dati sa US, pero ang lamang ng treaty, hindi naman sila basta-basta tutulong kung hindi sa nakalagay sa treaty. Dadaan pa sa Senado. Dadaan pa sa Kongreso. Tama ka dyan. Palagay mo kaya ang US ay tutulong sa atin? Kung parati na lang tayong anti-American? Yeah, correct. Hindi sila basta-basta tutulong. Dadaan pa muna sa Senado, sa Kongreso. Kaya ba nating alienatin ang Kongreso at Senado ng US? Ang sasabihin ng Senado at Kongreso ng US? Kung sa maliit na bagay, di nyo kami pagbibigyan. Sa malaking bagay na gera ba, na masasangkot kami. Buhay ng mga Amerikano ang masasangkot. Pagbibigyan namin kayo sa inyong problema. So gusto mong baguhin ang treaty. Ibig sabihin, gusto mong tanggalin ang treaty? Di masalaw tayo napahamak. Kung wala tayong treaty, they are not obliged to try to help us. Ano ba naman? Okay. Kaya nga, sa treaty na susunod, it has to be more specific.
dito sila mga hasik ng kaguluhan. Ganun ang pag-iisip
Oo, pero una may vetting process yung yung US government. At siguro maganda rin ilagay sila sa areas katulad doon sa nilagay natin yung mga Vietnamese nung panahon ng 1970s, Palawan and of course Bataan. Areas that are relatively away from urban centers, so they could be effectively processed.
Ano sa tingin nyo, Professor, ang nakikita ninyong magiging negative impact nito? Kung meron man, magkakaroon ba ng halimbawa pag-iisip ang kalaban halimbawa nitong mga ng Afghanistan para sabihin na teka muna, 'di ba? Bakit diyan sa Pilipinas? 'Di ba? At baka maging magnet ito ng karahasan naman laban sa Pilipinas dahil lamang binuksan natin ang ating mga pintuan sa kanila. Ano po sa tingin ninyo?
Well, ang advantage po natin, archipelago tayo
Yun,
I
archipelago.
think this is the reason why. It's difficult for, let's say, if I am a terrorist organization that would like to attack them, I have to take into account the Philippines is separated from the...
Gusto mong tulungan Tatay Jack first, yung nagsimula ng gera? Hindi. Ang gusto kong tulungan ay yung mga taong endangered in life. Coincidental nga ng US. Ikaw, wala kang concern sa life? The US has concerns for the life of its former employees. Kaya nga, they want them processed. Okay. Remember, it's just a request. It's for our national interests. Huwag kagad sarado ang isipan. If President Bongbong Marcos disapproves it, he has reasons. Only, only he has the complete information. Kaya nga, pag dinisapprove po na president yan, o ito pabor ako, I will support his decision. Because he has all the information. He weighs it. May, ano ba makukuha natin? Di ba? Kaya nga, sabi ni Connie, hindi mas lalong hindi tayo tutulungan kung basta-basta na lang tayong tatanggi. Sabi nire-request nila, Cutie Connie. Kung ngayon pa lang, mayroong pang proseso para tumulong sila. Kaya ba nating ma-alienate ang Senado ng US at saka Congress? Matalino ka naman, Connie. Oh, that is correct. Tama yung sinasabi mo. But it bolster my argument. Na because you alienated the US for a small favor and you expect a big favor coming from them. That's what the treaty provides. They cannot just act. Because doing so will violate their laws. Kaya nga, si precarious situation tayo eh. If you understand. Kung ganun ka-stricto ang laws ng kaalyado nating may treaty, nasa palagay mo ang mangyayari sa ibang bansa na wala naman tayong ka-treaty-treaty. Naku na. Oh. Mahal mo ba ang ating bansa? Pagsasapalaran mo ba? Yun na lang. Ang tanong ko, Red One, Cutie Connie, Jack Sevilla, pagsasapalaran mo ba ang mga teritoryo natin dahil sa ayaw mo sa nagsimula ng giyera na tulungan? Kasi tapos na naman ang giyera, ang nililikas nila yung mga empleyado nila. Hindi mo tinutulungan ng state actually. Tinutulungan mo yung tao. Who are you? You are only helping the people trying to be saved by the US. So that ito rin isang kaso. The US could just abandon them. The US could just abandon them and there would be no problem for the Philippines. Yeah. Sabi niya, Tatay Jack, how about the lives of the locals where these former US employees will be relocated? Of course, it is important. Do you think that they will place them where Filipinos will be relocated? If that is your premise, I will also disapprove of the request. Cutie Connie, I will also disapprove of the request. because you are dislocating Filipinos. And that way, I will not agree to allowing them to be relocated there temporarily. You are, you're saying relocate. Are you saying also that you believe in a seminar that they will be placed here permanently? Hindi. Tatay Jack, babalik mo ba sa Trump sa ating bansa? Pagsasapara mo ba dahil sa pagtulong sa Afghan? Hindi. Kaya nga hindi ko ako complete ng information eh. Kung inakala ni President Bongbong Marcos na ang kapakanan ng bansa ay delikado, dapat he will disapprove it. Sinabi ko bang ironclad na ang pag-approve niya doon? Ang akin lang, hindi tama yung argumento yun na porke US nagre-request, hindi na kaagad aaralin. It is a no. Pwede naman silang tulungan. It's a diplomatic relations thing. Okay. So, hindi pwede tayong tumulong. Kasi may problema nga sila. Sa dami na nag-a-apply ng visa, hindi lang tayo ang hiningan po. Text visa. Ibig sabihin, may problema talaga sila. Tumulong sa Albania, sa Germany. Humingi sila ng tulong. Hindi lang sa atin. Ibig sabihin, meron silang backlog talaga sa visa. Kasi 195 countries. So, ang humingi ng visa. Gusto nilang ma-process agad yung mga papers. Oh, hindi tayo tutulong. Huwag na rin tayo humingi ng tulong, di ba? Yan ba gusto mo, Texi? Sabi mo, hindi tayo tutulong at saka hindi na rin tayo hingi ng tulong. Pwede mo bang sabihin? Yes, you're correct there, Texi. Finally! Hindi ko sabihin na aprobado na yan. Finally, you see my point. Let's wait for Pbbm's decision because he has all the facts. He considers everything. Tulad yung concern. Tama yung punto mo, Red One. Will some allies help us? Isang question yun. Will some allies help us in a war with China? Can we rely on other allies? Questions that will be answered by PBMs. Think tank. Can we rely on other allies to help us? To help? Oh, cutie ko na. Oh, that's what I got. The end of the discussion. Let's wait for him. Kasi there are many things to consider po. There are many things to consider. Siya, pag dinisa ni PB, papalakpak pa nga ako eh. Why? Because PBBM saw something that I did not see. Do you think Bobo si PBBM? Do you trust the president to make the right decision? Saan daraan dyan? Ganun tanong mo. Oh. Ayaw. Ay, nako. Saan dadalhin ng US 70,000 na mag-expire ang puro? That is stop. Kasi wala pang agreement. That is to be ironed out by the US and the Philippines. Kasi, remember, mayroong pilot program. Babalik naman tayo sa pilot program. Pag hindi po successful ang pilot program at hindi in-honor ang agreement dun sa yung initial pilot program, itigil na ang programa. Simple as that. Hindi na natin problema yung 73,000. Yung 1,000. Oh. Oh? Hindi problema. Kasi kung tatanggapin natin lahat yung 50,000 at the same time, that will be a problem. I admit. But hindi yan ganoon ang kaso eh. Sa Senate hearing, sabi niya, hindi pwede magsinungaling sa Senate hearing po. Kasi under oath po sila. Oh. Sabi doon, no Afghan will be left behind. Sa Senate hearing niya, hindi pwede magsinungaling ang resource person. Hindi natin problema yan. But it's clear that no Afghan will be left behind. It's a problem of the United States. See, that is one of the conditions that we should demand from the United States. Di ba? Lumabas sa hearing yan? Lumabas ba sa hearing yung saan dadalhin ng 73,000 na wala pang parol? Ay, nasa kaso lang yung pilot program na 1,000. May mga magandang punto rito kan. So, kung hindi naging successful sa US, it's not guaranteed. That one, you're correct there. You are correct, very good. Kaya nga, may pilot program. Kung di successful, tigil na ang program. No? Kasi kung yung inaralan mo buti, yung pilot program is importante. Oh, kasi hindi ini-stress ni Senami yung pilot program, kaya, but from the very start, that has been my bone of contention, pilot program, in my analysis. Oh. Di ba? mayroon kang pilot program na hindi successful. Siyempre, if the US does not does not follow the agreement, they're in violation. So why else would the Philippines continue with the program? Ito ang magandang analysis ni DL. It seems we are all starting to agree that we should just wait for PBM's decision. The next question then is there expected timeline of PBM decision? Based on, to answer your question, based on the interview with Babe Sumaldes, the timeline is between June 15 to the end of June. Timeline, expected lang po yun. And PBBM also would take into consideration the people's opinion. Because sasabihin niya sa presidente, tulad mo, ayaw mong galawin yung issue yan kasi political hit. Ganun din ako sa Pilipinas. The political hit is going to be hard on me. Sasabihin niya. Oh, di ba? So may cover po ang matalinong presidente natin. After here's what I predict. After studying all the options, pag hindi satisfactory yung mayroong makahati ang cabinet level po, didisa po yan ni BBM. Because kung hati ang magte-take over po ay ang opinion. Right now, panalo kayo. Admittedly, mas maraming hindi payag sa pag-approve ng request. Unless, of course, the cabinet level medyo lamang na lamang ang kabinete sa pagpayag kay sa request ng US. That's my political analysis ko. Kaya, as of now, lamang kayo. At least, doon, may political cover si President Marcos. President Bongbong Marcos. Kasi, the cabinet level, sabi niya, the cabinet level, ang president ng United States also depends on the cabinet sa kanilang mga meeting. Whatever is the advice of the cabinet is followed. Kaya nga inaral eh. Kaya nga it was elevated to the cabinet level. I trust. As of now, lamang ang anti kaysa sa pro. Kukunti lang kami nga pro. Marami kayong anti. Kasi, because of politics and politicians. Hindi, political analysis. Kung mga Pilipino are going to answer my hard questions, they will change their mind. Kung you honestly answer the question without making justification as to why is not a valid question, And the decision does not rest on the pilot program. Depend on the pilot program. Maybe the decision is depending on the pilot program. Maybe. What I mean to say is, wala pang pilot program when they to the request. Kailan siguro ang point ni General Opinion, nakamali na naman ko, was too hasty in giving up an opinion. Yan, naamin kong mali po ang aking unang opinion, ha? Damin ko kay DNL. Kasi, ilalag siguro yan sa agreement na kailangan mayroong pilot program. Para aralin pa mas lalo kung pagpatuloy ang programa. Ganyan siguro ang mangyayari. Okay. Pagbigyan niyo naman ako, I already gave in to you. Wag mo na kayong pataputin muna natin ang tape.
Continental Asia mainland by a body of water.
Yan.
So the only way I could enter the Philippines is to, of course, either by the airport or by the sea, which of course would be challenging. So I think that's the consideration that the Americans also took into account. Compare, let's say, if you put them in Thailand, you put them, of course, Thailand is the US treaty ally. Malaysia, I think this will be also challenging, no? Kasi hindi naman talaga ganun ka-close, and of course, Indonesia. The Philippines is ideal because of our location, which is, of course, being an archipelago, which provides a certain degree of geographic isolation. Plus, of course, we are a treaty ally of the United States. The same way as we expect certain favors from the United States, I think that's the same attitude of the United States.
Pero the sheer number.
Yeah. Wait, say, may lag eh.
Of these refugees, these Afghan nationals, do you have any concern regarding that?
Well, my only concern there, if they're located near urban areas,
Yan.
I would rather have them put, let's say, again, like what happened in the 1970s, 80s, in area.
Pasensya na kayo, may lag.
Areas that are relatively far from our urban centers.
Pero halimbawa po, kung matagal, kasi paki-explain na rin po sa atin, kasi pag sinabing processing, di ba, hindi naman basta madaling sistema yan. Gaano katagal tingin ninyo lalagi itong mga Afghan nationals dito? At sa panahong iyon, kakailanganin ho ba nila ng trabaho, halimbawa?
I don't think that they'll be given any job while they're being here. Ang magiging model ko ho agad, yung naalala ko ho doon sa Bataan Processing and Palawan. We just give them a settlement area, of course, secluded, far away from the urban center. They'll be guarded either by private security and probably also from the Philippine National Police. Their movement will, of course, be restricted into those camps. And I think we will just provide them 3 to 6 months processing, and probably I will not discount the fact that there will be also orientation. Dito pumapasok siguro yung mga trabaho for the locals. You will have, of course, business in terms of the construction of the camps, maintaining the camps, and chances are, of course, they'll be given certain course
Connie,
English or
construction of the camps.
That chances are, like what happened again, I remember what happened. The U.S. government will have to hire local talents. So we can also look at this as a business opportunity.
Given na meron tayong security arrangements, agreements with the U.S., Ito po ba ay maaaring masabi nating maging kabahagi din ng ating security arrangements na kapag merong mga allied countries po o mga kaibigang bansa ng Amerika na may mga citizens or nationals na kinakailangang maghanap ng safe haven sa ibang bansa, na dapat tumulong tayo sa Amerika in giving that safe haven?
Well, I think this should always be seen as a case-to-case. This should not be seen as a blanket policy. So this is,
Case-to-case.
of course, we also have to take into account security concerns. That's a valid
Yan.
concern. But at the same time, we also have to look at it. What do we get out of this? So this is something that I think will also have to be taken into account as we review this request. Anyway, at this point in time, it's a request. Whether we grant that request or not is a matter of sovereign prerogative.
At hindi naman ho siguro inilihim itong request na ito, no? Because lumalabas naman po sa ulat na pinag-usapan po ito ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. nung siya po ay dumalaw sa Washington at makipag-usap kay President Biden.
Well, it's what we call executive prerogative.
Yeah,
At this point in
executive.
time, the executive, when it comes to diplomatic matters, this is primarily the prerogative of the executive. Well, of course, what the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee did was to exercise the prerogative of the Senate. That, of course, for investigation, and she's entitled to do so. But at that point, when before she called for a Senate investigation, this is a matter of diplomatic prerogative of the two presidents.
Yeah. So, bilang ganun po, Prof, na siyempre the President, sabi nga natin lagi, is the chief architect of the country's foreign policy, na was he, how do you say it, obligated to inform our lawmakers na may ganito pong pag-uusap between the two governments? Was he actually within his authority to keep that information limited muna at hindi mo na niya i-open sa ating mga mambabatas?
Yeah, that's an executive prerogative. Anyway, nothing clear has come out with the request. So this is something we have to weigh everything at my level. Because anyway, we are not signing a treaty.
DTT yan.
Pumapasok lang ang Senate if we are negotiating a treaty. And the Senate would only enter the picture if there's a need to concur through the treaty. There's no treaty that's being negotiated at this point in time.
Pero teka muna, Senator na
Wala akong balak, Katalmina, wala akong balak.
Professor.
I'm already happy being an academic.
Take two.
Take it.
Pero teka nga muna, Professor Renato de Castro. Kung itong mga Afghan nationals na ito ay pinoproseso para eventually maging American nationals, hindi po ba? Bakit hindi na lang gawin nila doon sa sarili nilang bansa?
Yan,
Bakit
tanong.
hindi sa Estados Unidos? Bakit kailangan pa ng third-party processing zone?
I think, ang dito ang point dito, pag dinala nila, de facto na, hindi na aalis doon. So they have to have an area. Probably they're also looking at the possibility of having them trained first, while at the same time also screening them.
But why
Again, this
can't
is
they do
not
that in their own?
unprecedented.
Why can't they do that in their own country? Bakit kailangan sa Pilipinas?
Well, we can raise that issue if we want to reject it, but at this point in time, it's still a matter of request. They have their own reasons. They're entitled to have their own reasons. What basically our concern is whether that request would serve our interest or not.
Yan.
Kasi within the region, saan ho pa pwedeng dalhin, kunwari, if not the Philippines? What would be a strategic location to give temporary safe haven to the Afghan nationals while they're waiting their special immigration visas?
I think it's the Philippines is because again, it's our relationship with the United. It boils down simply to the fact that we are the only treaty ally. Thailand is not that active. The Philippines, of course, is treaty ally, but I think the other consideration here is our location.
Okay.
Pero bakit kailangan ng treaty ally? Bakit hindi halimbawa dalhin sa Guam?
Well, it's special. It's supposed to be a special relationship when you're a treaty
Pero
ally.
maliit na Guam, mahihirapan sila, ganun ba?
Mahirapan ng Guam.
Bakit hindi nila
May space tayo eh. I think the issue here is also the space.
Yan.
Hindi nila dalhin sa Korea dahil may mga US military bases doon.
Siksikan na sila sa Korea doon. Siksikan na
So,
sila doon. No?
ibig sabihin dahil maluwag ang ating mga ang ating mga isla, pwede nating ilagay sa mga isla na medyo malayo nga sa kabihasnan, kumbaga.
Yes, I think
If
pwede
it's,
natin lagay sa Fuga Island. Right? No, para makipagsiksikan sila doon sa mga kasino ng pag-aari ng isang dating presidente. I would not have to mention her name. Alright? Or we can put them in some of those EDCA sites. Para ma-utilize yung mga again, that's the advantage of being a large archipelagic country.
if it's going to entail kung magkakaroon ng paggastos mula sa pamahalaan ng Pilipinas, is that going to be a deal breaker? Should that be a deal breaker?
I don't think even the United States would think that the Philippines would spend a single cent for those Afghan for that Afghan processing center. I don't think that's on the table.
Yeah.
I think everything will be paid by the U.S. government and of course supported by the United Nations. What I see is of course business prospects on the part of the government in terms of constructing those sites, in terms of maintaining those sites, and especially if they have to be provided with orientations, English language, teaching American culture, that probably they could hire local talents.
But if it's going
My
to
basis
be...
again is going back to how how businesses flourish
During the
around those refugee processing
camps.
centers in the 1980s, Palawan and Bataan.
Pero teka muna, again teka muna ulit, Professor De Castro, kung i-house sila, liban dun sa halimbawang EDCA sites na na-identify na, di ba, kung halimbawa maka-identify ng panibagong paglalagyan sa kanila, hindi dun sa EDCA sites, would that entail more American boots on the ground na hindi lang para dun sa EDCA sites, pero ngayon para na dun sa process.
I don't think American troops will be guarding them. Most chances are it will be private companies,
Philippine
private security companies. Kumikita naman dyan mga contractors.
So sila din, makikinabang din habang
Makinabang. Well, ang tingin ko dito, it's a business opportunity. While others look at it as a security threat, let's look at the other side.
Yeah.
Especially, of course, I don't think the U.S. government would ask the Philippine government to shoulder any of those expenses.
At saka, ako, I wouldn't know kung kunwari, what if some of the Afghan nationals feel na, you know what, parang gusto ko yung pamumuhay dito sa Pilipinas. Instead of just going to the US, maybe I just want to resettle dito sa Pilipinas. But still, give me yung pagkakataon na to be an American citizen. Dahil I work for the US government. But I want to resettle or relocate where I want to. Pwede ho ba yun?
Well, again, this is subject to Philippine laws.
Okay.
They might like it, but of course, at the end of the day, it's a Philippine court that will determine
If they're eligible.
they're eligible. Ang dyan, of course, katulad na yung nangyari nung sa Bataan, madami yung mga Vietnamese na pangasawa nila yung mga Marine Guards.
Oh, is that right? So, nagkapamilya ka sila dito?
Dito. Kaya nagkaroon ng madaming, I think still
Di ba,
remember,
minention niyo yung Vietnamese restaurant?
Vietnamese restaurants. Ayun yung mga yung mga Vietnamese na nakapangasawa. Yung mga Pilipino ho.
Yes. In fact, yun nga po, may mga nakatrabaho nga po ako ng mga Vietnamese na when they were already parang processed, parang nakahiligan na po nila na tumira dito sa Pilipinas because the culture for them wasn't that different, no? Maraming mga similarities and besides which, parang they like the lifestyle dito sa Pilipinas. Medyo mas carefree, alam mo, island living. Hindi katulad sa States, medyo hectic, di ba, Prof? Di ba?
Again, it boils down to our choice. No, in the first place, there's much ado about nothing because at the end of the day, it's just a request. And whether we accept, we accommodate that request or not, it's still a matter of our decision.
Alam mo naman tayo, Prof, kahit na request pa lang, medyo nagiging jumpy na tayo, di ba?
Well, siguro, ang dito is not it's the messenger that they want to shoot, not the message.
Tama.
Siguro din, balikan natin yung pinaka-konsepto ng pagka...
Because some people are thinking that the messenger has been, being so close to the U.S. government. I think that's the reason. I want to further discuss that matter.
But it all boils
It might be
down
a family affair, eka nga.
Ayun na. But it all boils down to, Professor De Castro, pinag-uusapan na niya ni partner Tony kanina yung it's a matter of choice, right? Kasi yan naman talaga ang punot dulo nito, hindi ba? Bigyan ng pagkakataong mamili. Dapat kahit sino mang tao sa buong mundo may ganong klaseng karapatan. May karapatan para makapili kung ano bang makakabuti sa kanila o hindi. Hindi ba? So, parang yun din ang nagiging, yun din ang core principle nitong pagiging bukas dito sa mga refugees. Kung meron tayong ganong klaseng abilidad, no, karapatan para makapili kung ano ang nararapat sa atin o hindi. Ganun din bawat isang tao dapat, bawat isang nilalang. Hindi ba?
Tsaka yung importansya ng non-discrimination na ni-raise ni Senator Tolentino at ni Senator Gatchalian, those two senators should be commended for having a very open mind regarding not all people that come from that country should be considered a terrorist.
That's true. Kumbaga, baka pati tayo, we might be the subject of discrimination as well.
Meron ho, yung ibang tingin ho, lahat ng Pilipino na made or seafarer.
Yeah.
So let's not adopt that attitude. We're supposed to be one of the most cosmopolitan countries in the world.
Yeah, but first of all, nothing wrong with that, right?
And I still remember, Carmina, your grandfather was telling in our class, Filipino people are generally the most cosmopolitan. It's the elite that basically has this very parochial attitude. Yeah, so he was my teacher in the 1980s. He was telling me us. It's because of the OFW phenomena that makes the Filipino nation very cosmopolitan. I could still remember our lessons under him.
Sino ba ang pinaka-cosmopolitan ng panahon niya? Kung hindi si Dr. Jose Rizal, di ba, Prof?
Yes. And the Philippines was very cosmopolitan even during the Spanish period.
Yeah. Pero yung mga elite lang din naman na may pagkakataon na bumiyahe noon, di ba?
Pero madami rin dito pumupunta nung inopen na. Nasa libro yan again ni Professor Renato Constantino, past revisited.
May kopya ka ba lang, partner?
Oo naman,
Hanggang ngayon.
nga yung pangalan ko eh. Kasama ng mga pinsan
Nasa forward ba? Wow.
Hindi, dedicated lang.
Nasa forward.
Kasama ng mga kapatid at pinsan ko, syempre.
At naging part ng education ko yung lolo ni Carmina hanggang ngayon.
Salamat po.
Kahit ako siguro, it would be, di ba, an honor to actually be up close, di ba? Ito yung mga ganong mga historians natin. Not a lot of people are actually inclined to study history na ata ngayon, Prof.
Kasi it's been maligned, it's been, hindi ba, Professor? Parang they think of history now as something that bogs you down and shackles you, na hindi dapat ito nga magkakalaya sa atin eh.
Sige na, mag-comment na kayo. Pangandang allocation po ng Philippines. Kasi sa mga islands, yun hindi ko nakuha. One of the reasons why pinili ang Philippines because of the archipelago of the Philippines being an archipelago. Hindi ko naisip yun eh. Kaya, Guam is not a feasible site. Nor is Hawaii a feasible site. Kasi maliliit lang sila eh. Hindi pwede rin yung Malaysia, Indonesia, kasi they have a history of rejecting refugees. Hindi yan pwede sa South Korea kasi siksik na sila doon eh. Sabi niya. At saka, look at the other side. Anong benefits natin makukuha? Di ba? Employment. Di ba sinabi ko na sa inyo noon yan? Employment. And it will bring us closer
a realization that the US will help us in times of war need. Hindi lang sa gera, sa disaster. Tandaan nyo, sa disaster. Kaya nga, ang assessment ko, lamang as of now ang antay. Sasabihin ko ba yan? Pero, mahusay ang ating presidente. Balik tayo sa mga questions o hindi na? Sa question number 3 lang ako, no? So, we go to question number 4. Can we fight back, leading to a war with China? I answered that. Should Pbbm say to President Biden, your problem is your problem. So, the Philippines will not help you. Yung ba gusto niyo sabihin ni Pbbm kay President Biden? Na problema niyo yan. Hindi kami dapat tumasaw. Yung ba? Your problem is your problem. So the Philippines will not help you. Is that what you want Pbbm to say to President Biden? After having secured so many military aid and economic aid from the U.S. Your problem is your problem. And so we will not help you. What are the implications of the statements? What will be the implication of the rejection of simply because his reason is your problem is not your problem. It's not our problem. To the U.S. Senate and the U.S. Congress. Of course, sasabihin na ni Biden sa mga senador at saka congressman yung reply ni Pbbm sa kanya. Okay. To prove he is not a puppet of the U.S., should Pbbm tell President Biden, the U.S. should refrain or should not even consider, or should stop, should not even consider to help the Philippines solve the Philippine economic and security problem? Hindi lang yung security problems ang problema natin. Economics din. Paano kung in-squeeze tayo ng China? You know, the largest trading partner natin is China. Paano kung in-squeeze tayo ng China economically, not allowing the imports of the exports of Philippines to enter China? Saan tayo maglagag ng ating mga produkto ng malaking bansa? Naisip niyo ba yan? Kung sakaling. Kasi ginagawa na ng China yan eh. Di ba Sri Lanka? Ni-squeeze nila. May history silang ganyan. Na papautang nila ng papautangin. Pag nilang kakbayad, magte-take advantage po sila. Kung gawin sa atin yan, saan tayo kukuha ng economic aid? Hindi lang security ang concern eh. Economics din. Okay. Should China decide to grab decided to grab one of our territories, should we tell the U.S. not to help? Help us in our fight with China because that is not the problem of the U.S.? O sabihin niyo lang, you have other allies to help you. Sasabihin ba na, huwag kayong tutulong sa amin kasi problema namin lang ito. Oh. Sabi niyo, we have other allies. How sure are you that they're going to help us? Yung Ukraine at saka Russia war na. They did not send troops to Ukraine just because they are not allies yet. What he gave is material, money. Mayroon ng history. We learn from the past. Those who do not remember the past are doomed to commit them. Diba? In helping save someone whose life is in danger, are we going to ask that person whether he or she is a refugee or not? And if she or she is not a refugee, we will not lift a finger to help. Ang primary concern ko when I made that stand is this. That's, hinuli ko yung tanong na yan. Kaya ako hinuli yung tanong na yan. No matter what the situation is, whether he's a U.S. employee or not, whether the refugee is being requested for help by the U.S. or not, ang primary concern ko is saving a life. Ano ang primary concern nyo? Tanong ko nga sa inyo. Ang primary concern nyo is whether he is an employee of the United States, former employee, not saving a life. Cutie Connie. I'm saddened. Okay, but that's sa new comments. Alam ko, pag wala ng comments po, ay tapos na po ang live session. Thank you. Nagpapasalamat na ako sa inyo. Love that picture. Sabi niya kay Maribel Sabala, that is the task. Yeah, it's very confused. Shall we? Can? In other words, in short, Jason, we are not going to request for help in the from the United States, because any problem, whether economic, security, or problem in the West Philippine Sea, is our problem alone. So we should not request for help from the United States. Quid pro quo lang yan eh. Ang tapang natin kasi mag-reject ka agad without giving them a firm reason why we rejected it. At least, I'm confident na kung ni-reject ni President Bongbong Marcos, sabi niya, we studied it for 6 months or so, or 8 months. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 9 months. We studied it for 9 months. Studied all the angles. So, this is why we cannot grant your request. Ipasa na sa Presidente. At least, hindi siya mapapahamag doon. Kaysa naman unang tingin pa lang, rejected ka kaagad. Sasabihin ng ISIS, hindi mo inaral, magre-reject ka. Sabi nga ni Baby Romualdez, kung sakaling i-reject with good reason, it will not change the relationship of the US and the Philippines. If there is a good reason or good reasons, hindi naman naman ganun kan eh. Kung sasabihin niya, if you yourself, Joe Biden cannot stand the heat, a majority of our people and the cabinet don't like the Afghans to be housed temporarily in the Philippines. I am only one person against the multitude of persons. Yan ang sasabihin niya. That is a democratic way. Diba? So how can President Biden blame Pbbm if he decides to reject the request? Remember, it's just a request. It is not an order. It is just a request, which may grant or not grant. But if we do not grant it, there must be a valid reason for not granting the request of the United States. One of the valid reasons is security concerns. I agree with you. If the security concern is more damaging to our country than the benefits that we can get if we accept the Afghans temporarily, then go ahead, disapprove the request. Don't grant the request. Simple as that. And I will not will not berate our president for deciding against the request? Yeah, because he knows all the details. Conversely, I would support if he grants a request. I will support it because he has again all the information. Nagmamagaling-magaling tayo rito. Lahat tayo, kasali na ako. Pero ang talagang nakakaalam po ay si TBBM. Kaya kung ano man ang desisyon na, alam kong ginawa niyo yun para sa bansa. Yun ang posisyon ko. Magtatampo ba ako sa kanya kung dinasapprove niya ang request? Hindi. Papalakpakan ko pa nga siya kasi may nakita siyang very concerning about the request. Pero binigay ko sa inyo ang pros and cons. Ulitin ko, ang channel na ito ay class of opinions. I'm glad that Red One is frank, sexy. Pinaglalaban yan todo. Mahal na mahal ko kayo. Please stop going at your opinion. Hindi po ako kino-convince. Nagdi-discuss lang kami. Kaya nga I let po si Trexie give yung opinion na SMNI. Yeah. The same. Same with me. Sabi ko ang position ko, there is a chance na hindi ka siguro na nakapunta rito na disapprove ni PBBM ang request. Sinabi ko kanina, everywhere, as of now, mas lamang ang denial ni PBBM sa request based on opinion. Depende na lang sa cabinet level. Sinabi ko yan, di ba? Sinabi ko, dapat aprobahan ni PBBM yung request. Did I mention that? I've been honest with you. Palagay ko, mas naman pa nga yung pag-disapprove eh. Kasi only he knows all the information. My concern is for the country. You go back to the hard questions I asked, Maribel. Yeah. Filipino po, I do not disagree with you. Filipino first. And part of it is protecting our territorial integrity. Yeah, we all agree. Filipinos first. That's why we should protect our territorial integrity because livelihoods of Filipinos are involved. Okay. Yeah, agreed. We don't need to please him. Yeah. Did I say we're going to please them? That's why it's being studied. That's why there is a chance that it will be rejected. Oh. So finally, if tanong ko, if in case PBBM approves the granted request, are you going to question his decision? Me, if he disapproves the request, I will even applaud. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think would you disapprove of President BBM if he will you not support him if he ever grants this request after careful study for almost 9 months? It's a hard question to you to answer, Texi. Yun nga. We get your point, Tatay. You know your son on this matter. And while I am on your side, others are not. Okay, it's a class of opinion nga eh. Kaya nga, ang sabi ko nga, let us just wait for PBM's decision. And ninulit ko lang ito kasi kahapon, nakaberya eh. Okay. Philippines is very crucial to the U.S. I believe U.S. needs more. Nothing can change my stand except the president. God, I agree with you. Sabi ko, if he disapproves, papalakpak pa nga ako eh. Did I say that pag he disapproves, I will go against him? No. My stand is clear. Although I favor, the ultimate decision is president. I believe that he will not do something that will jeopardize the welfare of the country. Okay. Okay. Go back to the top of the LS, my dear distinguished Maribel Sabal. And look at the questions that I posed. And you answer the questions honestly. Everybody, be honest with yourself. Yeah, they need us more than we need to. Yeah. But we need them more. We need them also. Because we are not yet one of the well-to-do countries in the world. Kung puluy ka, ang sabi nila tungkol sa puluy, or mahirap ka, hihingi ka ng maski anong tulong, di ba? para umangat ang buhay mo. Okay? Okay, that's good. Only the president can change your time. I know you're anti. Okay. So, if he grants a request, I respect his decision because he knows better than me. That is my position. If he does not grant the request, I will respect his decision because he knows better than me. Hello, Chime. I'm happy you're here again. Again, if he grants a request, I'll respect his decision, sabi ni Cutie Connie. In the same manner, if he does not grant the request, I'll respect his decision because he knows better than me, than us. Me, for that matter. Then, hello, Shine. I trust, uh, I trust, I trust Pbbm. He would not do anything to risk our national security. Correct. Otherwise, he would have approved. He would have granted the request right after his visit with President Biden. Why did it take him almost 9 months? Sabi niya, pag-aralan yung buti kasi mahirap. Sabi niya, siguro. At least, those currently present, it seems that most of us are going to support Pbbm's decision, even if it is contrary to our own position. Okay, that's the last. Thank you very much. As usual, if the last comment, I love you all. I leave this to you now. That's the policy of this channel. Last comment, the end of the show. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for the class of opinions. Please, those who did not, who came in late, go to the top. Go to the top and study the hard questions I post before you. Okay? Love you all.